What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this beautiful warm Thursday. Doing well myself. About 3 months ago, I did a story on this Brazilian couple right here that a very, very terrible, horrific thing happened to while the mother here was giving birth over in Brazil. Okay. And it was one of the most horrifying things that I've ever heard of, taking place in medical history. I mean, I'm sure it may have happened, but to me, it was the first time of me hearing about it. I immediately thought when I heard about it that it happened here in this country, but it was in Brazil. Okay. Now, what happened was this woman right here, she was giving birth. And while she was giving birth, the father here was actually, watching, the doctor, basically, bring his child into the world. And what happened was the doctor actually ripped the baby's head off. Okay? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. As the father stood horrified watching this happen. Okay? Well, turns out, here we are in this day and age, well, 3 months later, you can just say, the same thing happened here at Southern Regional Medical Center, okay, with this couple, Travion Taylor and Jessica Ross. The same thing happened. Like I said, I have never heard in my life anything taking place like this where doctors, are ripping the heads of babies off while, the mother's giving birth. Okay. What I want to do is for us to check out a couple of these videos right here, and then we'll get into the commentary.
To tell you something heartbreaking, but it is graphic and could be inappropriate for children.
A young Clayton County mother and father have sued their OBGYN in Southern Regional Hospital after they claim the doctor's negligence led to their baby being decapitated during childbirth.
In the wrongful death lawsuit filed in Clayton County this morning, the couple claims the hospital covered up their baby's death. Fox 5's Angelique Proctor joins us from Southern Regional Hospital in Riverdale, where that death happened.
Good evening. What a sad and horrendous story. I have learned today that the Clayton County Police Department is investigating this baby death. And as for the parents, well, they're just too distraught to talk about it.
This is one of the most sad, egregious, and horrific situations that I've ever seen.
20-year-old Jessica Ross and her boyfriend, Travion Taylor Sr., have an unimaginable story. Their attorney says the young couple was full of joy and anticipation for their first child. They came here to Southern Regional Medical Center for the delivery July 9th. According to the complaint, doctors had diagnosed Ms. Ross with diabetes a year earlier, making her a high-risk pregnancy, but she consistently went to appointments while she was expecting. The couple's attorney says after about 10 hours of labor, Jessica was fully dilated and ready for delivery of Travion Jr. But according to the complaint, they say his shoulders got stuck in the vaginal canal.
What wound up happening after that is just brutal. Dr. St. Julian came in and she, in the process of trying to deliver this baby, pulled on the baby's head and neck so hard and manipulated them so hard that the bones in the baby's skull, face, and neck were broken.
According to the complaint, that is when Dr. St. Julian called for an emergency C-section.
When the womb was open, the feet came out, the body came out, and there was no head. The head was stuck in the vagina.
The couple's attorneys allege nurses and medical staff at the hospital lied to the couple about what happened, discouraged them from getting an autopsy, tried to encourage them to cremate the child, and failed to report the death to the medical examiner.
They also did not report the death to the authorities of Clayton County or the Clayton County medical examiner. This report was made by a funeral home, and after their funeral home waved the flag and alerted the authorities regarding this, it wasn't until then when Dr. St. Julian told the family what actually happened.
Now, we reached out to Dr. St. Julian, but she declined to comment. We did hear from the hospital, however. Their statement reads, "While our heartfelt sympathies go out to the family, Southern Regional Medical Center denies the allegations in the complaint referencing the hospital. Since this matter is in litigation, we are refraining from providing any additional information. Dr. St. Julian is not an employee of the hospital. The hospital has taken the appropriate steps in response to this unfortunate situation." We are live in Clayton County. Angela Proctor.
Just so upsetting. Your
Nightmare.
heart goes out to that family. Angelique, thanks.
Well, now, in case you guys are wondering who Dr. Tracy St. Julian is, here she is right here. This is the woman that was alleged to have basically did this medical mishap. You understand? And now, as you guys know, the doctor is not an employee of that particular hospital, and the hospital is not taking any responsibility or accountability, you know, for this horrific thing that's happened to these parents here for the loss of their child. Okay, but I beg to differ, because I'm sure you guys are not in the business of just letting anybody in your hospital just come in there to deliver babies. So you are negligent in this, along with this woman and the rest of the staff. This woman more so, you know, the way I look at it. As a matter of fact, you know, I wonder too, was Dr. Julian in Brazil 3 months ago when that couple lost their baby the same way? Because that story also had a female doctor that was never identified. Okay, she was never identified. You know, that basically the same thing happened. You know, as a matter of fact, what I'll do, if you guys are interested, I'll put the link in the description box for you to see that particular video as well. You understand? But to me, it seems to be a correlation here between this situation here and Brazil. You know, I don't know. You know, doctors do get around. But if this is what's going on in the medical profession with pregnancy, deliveries, and all that kind of stuff, a word of advice would be, I would give to anybody that's, you know, expecting. Start delivering your babies at home. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, come on, wow. You know, get a, what they call a midwife, you know, and like they used to do back in the day, way back. You know, have a midwife come that actually knows what they're doing, you know, and, you know, take care of business like that. You know, matter of fact, I've seen some videos probably about 4 or 5 years ago on YouTube where a couple had gave birth at home. Well, it's either YouTube or Facebook, anyway, and the birth was successful. I've seen a few of them, you know. I mean, anything's got to be better than, you know, going to these hospitals and some terrifying like this happen. You understand? Now, this couple right here, this is something that's going to haunt them the rest of their lives, of course. And if they ever were to go and try to have children again, this is going to always be on their mind, you know. Hopefully they can get some counseling or whatever it takes for them to move past this situation. And yeah, I heard that lawyer say that they were suing for an amount, you know, over $10,000. Well, I should hope so. $10,000? Come on, it wouldn't even be worth the lawsuit. You know what I mean? If that's all you're going for, you know, you should be, you know, pretty much suing so much to the point to where you'll own shares of that hospital. Big time, if you understand what I'm saying. Plus some. See? But as for Dr. Tracy Julian Ross here, well, her name is Dr. Tracy St. Julian, excuse me. It's time for you to hang it up. You know, it's time for you to hang it up, because you should know better. You understand, and what the procedure is in delivering children, you know. And I really would like to know if you was that doctor over there in Brazil that did the same thing. You know, the same thing happened to, you know, that couple over there. I really would like to know, you know. Now, if there's any updates that will come out about this particular situation, trust and believe I will bring it to you guys. You understand? But in the meantime, I want you guys to tell me what you think about this particular, you know, thing right here in the comment section. I am interested in hearing your thoughts on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we're being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.